Hey, Shalom. Hey, Shalom, Shalom. I want to start by saying, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Kahalamla Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakudash, and also double honor to the apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders great wisdom to rule well, and also Shalom. To sincere, I came out there pushing truth in the name of Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakudash. Excuse me, and I'm back again with another lesson. Now, this lesson is going into this video that was posted by this beloved brother. He goes by Arrows of Indignation 144, and I'm gonna play this video for you and see that the things that the prophets of Yahweh Hashem and Shai have been saying, or what's written in the Bible that we've been prophesying about, is it's the truth, and it is going to happen. Okay, there's no lies about it. All right. And this is to do with the Revelation chapter 13, okay? So, verse 15 going downwards, right? Real quick. Let me go here and get a quick few precepts. All right? Swag you. Let me go to the book of Isaiah. All right, Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 11, real quick. It says, "So shall my word be that go forth out of my mouth. It shall not return to me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it." And it's going into the prophecies of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay, the prophecies that we're waiting on are going to happen no matter what. All right, there's no void, okay, towards them. Nobody can stop them. Okay, let's see if I can get a precept from there. Oh yeah, Matthew 24:35. "Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away." Going to what? Into process. Okay, kingdom are going to be changed. All right. But guess what? The words of Yahweh Hashem will no, ever be avoided or pass away without them happening. Even if a prophecy do take place, guess what? It's still going to be written down. It's still going to be there. Okay. Pure. Right there, man. All right. Yeah, we still know about what happened during the time of Noah. Okay, or also on how that great empire of Egypt was taken down. Okay, also the ancient Persian Empire, the Medes and Persian Empire. All right, the Babylonian Empire. All that right there, man. It's all written. The Greek Empire as well. Okay, it's all written. All right. Let me go. Let me see. Okay, here we go. The book of Isaiah 46:10, "Declare the end from the beginning, and from the ancient time the things that are not yet done, saying my counsel shall stand, and I'll do all my pleasure." And what you're about to see in this video, okay, this is the counsel of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, all right, being spoken by these heathens, talking about it, all right, meaning that they're agreeing with what we say. So you jakes out there that fucking always got something to say about what we prophesy about, you can't lie no more. Okay, you can't scoff and say we lying, say we making up shit, because Esau is coming out. Okay, Esau's coming out saying the same thing that we've been saying. All right, and in this video you're gonna see that Esau is saying it, man. He's saying it. All right. Isaiah 41:22. "Let them bring them forth and show." Okay, this is going into something different. Going into the gods. Okay, these are idol gods. I know there's another one in the book of Isaiah, right? Let me get this right here. Psalms 33 and verse 11. It says, "The counsel of Yahweh standing forever. The thoughts of his heart to all generations." Let me see. Okay. I think it's Isaiah 42, right? Isaiah chapter 42, verse 9. "Behold, the former things are come to pass." And going to the former things going into the old prophecies that has already taken places. All right. It's a new things is going into what? These new prophecies, okay, new prophecies that we've been speaking on, such as the mark of the beast, all right, Jacob trouble, World War III. But the mark of the beast right now is at hand. Okay, it's coming in slowly. All right, Esau is already laying the foundation of it to the ground. Okay, it says, behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. And new things we're declaring unto you right now is that what the MOTB, and we're coming into this digital era, and this digital era is the beginning of what, of the mark of the beast, coming in. Okay, it says, before they spring forth, I'll tell you of them. And, start with the apostles. Okay, you can go find if those videos still on YouTube. This is back then when the apostles were doing videos on cassettes. Okay, this is before YouTube was even around, and they were talking about the mark of the beast. Okay, now in 2025, where YouTube is operating, so you don't miss nothing now, man. Straight live. Okay, that guy was number plate was 144, I believe it was, right, or 141. I think it was 144 though. But anyway, so nowadays you don't miss no bit, man. Okay, YouTube's straight live, and then Esau exposing himself. Guess what? Right on YouTube. Okay, this video I'm playing right now, that was on YouTube. Okay, let's go from there and get another one. Psalms 60. It's like, yeah, I'm getting sweaty. I'm doing videos in my car, and it's showering outside, and we're about to have some crazy again, supercell storms. So sweaty, like but it is what it is. I should be done in a minute. Psalms 64 verse 5, it says they encourage themselves in an evil matter. Okay, they go into their counsels of how they do things. It says and they commune of laying snares privately. Okay, laying traps, passing laws, or also doing things to where, like, if you're slow belly, you're not gonna catch up to it. Where you're gonna be taken, right? It says of laying snares privately, they say, who shall see them? Guess what? The Heavenly Father Yahweh Hashem Yahshua can see you. All right. Just bear with me. I'm gonna move my car forward. All right. Somebody was in my car spot, so let me move forward. All right. Just bear with me. Let me read this in our NLT. Okay. It says they encourage each other to do evil, okay, and plan how to set their traps in secret. The mark of the beast is going to be a secret, okay, to you people who don't know what's going on. But to the ones who know, it won't be. Who will never notice, they ask, right? And that's how they think. That's how Esau, thinks and feels. Okay, that what they're doing, it can't be seen, it can't be broken down. No, man, the prophets already know what's going on. Okay, verse 7. But God shall shoot at them with an arrow, suddenly shall they be wounded. It's like verse 6. It's like the search out iniquities, they accomplish diligent search. And and you see Esau, him and his pseudoscience right now. Okay, they've done a lot. Okay, they've done a lot, and they're laying things, the ground of this. It's like the way they're laying down the ground for the MOTB. If you let's say I was back in the wood, I wouldn't be able to see it either. I would just think the society is getting better. Things are getting better. The technology is getting better now. Wealth, paying wealth, living is just more secure and more safe. But now it ain't. Okay. Both inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. In the NLT says, as they applied their crimes, they say we have devised the perfect plan. And it is perfect plan to 2/3 of our people who happen to be in the land of America, and also to wicked ass jacks scattered around the four corners of the earth. This is a perfect plan in your eyes. Okay, Esau have devised the perfect plan, where things are gonna be made easier. Now you're scared. Nobody can hack you no more, right? Come on, man. Yes, the human heart and mind are cunning, and that's Esau. All right. Verse 7, and I'm going to read this in the NLT. It's like, but God himself will shoot them with his arrows. And that's going into those ISBM. Eventually, that's what's going to happen. When Esau is really about to accomplish this MOTB system, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Hashem is going to put it at a stop. Okay, like it says in the book of Psalms 73, he have put them in secret places, man. All right. Suddenly striking them down, and that's what's going to happen. Verse 8, their own tongues will ruin them. And that's what's happening. Your own tongue is ruining you right now. Is ruining your evil plans. And all who see them will shake their heads in scorn, run away. And King James Version said, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves, and all that see them shall flee away. People, the way they're fleeing away is that they're going to rebel against your fucking system. Because remember, you can't run away from the MOTB. Okay, remember when you go to the book of Revelation chapter 3 verse 10, this trial is going to be worldwide. Okay? Anyway, Job 15:6, thine own mouth condemned thee, and no eye, yet thine own lips testify against thee. Okay, and that's what you're about to see in this video. Okay, just Easter talking, coming out with it, all right, telling you how it's going to be. And we can just be like, oh, damn, there you go. You just heard it straight from them. Isaiah 10:1, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievances which they have prescribed. And, and this is it's like let's look up the word decrees here. Basically, these laws that is passing, they're not fair. These ain't fair laws, man. It's a decree, resolve, statute, action, prescribed. All right? And that's what this devil is passing, man. So to cut out the word hakak, so to cut out, decree. So they're cutting out these laws, or ushering mean, inscribe, set, engrave, portray, govern. Okay? And that's what, Jesus is passing his laws, so it can be what? It can be put out there, all right? And you can follow it. But in the strong definition, it says here, right? It says to be scribed, simply, by implication, to enact laws, you see? And that's what Jesus is doing, enacting laws, being cut in stone or metal tablets in primitive times, or generally prescribed, appoint. See, these laws are being appointed. Decree, governor, grave, lawgiver, note, portray, print, set. Okay? That's what Jesus is doing right now, man. All right? And the reason why they're doing that is to take away your freedom, your so-called freedom. You're going to hear in this video, Isaiah 10:2, to turn aside the need from judgment and to take away the wrath and the pot of my people, that wisdom might be their prey, and that they might rob the fathers. It's like, I got to put my window on, man. This rain is getting a little bit heavy. Okay? Eventually take away your freedom, take away your rights, which is your freedom as well. And then when you listen to the video, the truth is going to have to be, taken away, because, what, let me, so I think that's good enough. Let me go ahead and play the video. Look at that snake. Now I'll play the video, you listen to it, and then I'm going to have to go, and give you more precepts. All right, listen to it.
America, your digital ID brought to you by the World Economic Forum. So the World Economic Forum has now announced a digital ID for everybody in the world. And this digital ID would be used to track everything you do online, get a job, travel the world.
Right? So the digital ID is that they're going to use to track everything down, right? But, the digital ID itself, the way it's going to be operating is through your phone. You understand? And, it's going to be through your phone. The first stage is going to be, you're going to register through, the first step is you're going to register digital ID. So it won't be the microchip. It's just going to be through your phone. Okay? And now, he's going to have to do something to where, okay, the phone is not good enough. You can still, you can still get hacked. So, and now it's better if we do it this way. All right? Man, he ain't no dummy. Okay? It's no, the scripture says in the book of Ezekiel 28 that this devil that is worse than Daniel, man. All right, listen to it. Eventually, they're going to have to bring out the MOT, the microchip. Okay, which that goes well with the book of Habakkuk, chapter 3, 2 and 6, right? Revelation 13, 16,
world and even your health care. Yeah, what could possibly go right? So let's take a look at what the World Economic Forum says about digital ID from the World Economic Forum's own website. And when you see this, holy fuck, we're all screwed. So this is from the World Economic Forum's own website on their digital ID that they want to implement throughout the world. Let's take a look at all the facets of the digital ID and what they want to bestow upon the population of the world. First of all, finance.
And he's on point, because I have to get this, even though I quoted it. Let me get it. Revelation chapter 3, okay, and 10, it says, because I escaped the word of my patience, I also keep thee from the hour temptation which shall come upon all the world. The hour temptation is what? The microchip, all right, the mark of the beast. That's going to be, ushered in, and that's going to be a way of living. And then if you don't take it, all right, which I'm going to get that priest in a minute, you're going to have to what? Separate yourself, okay? All right? And, jail time, death, that's going to be represented for you not taking it. You're going to be X'd out. I also keep thee from our temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Now, let's go from there and go to the book of Revelation, verse 15 real quick. I got to hurry up because, we have, like I said before, this storm is coming and then it looks the rain is going to be heavier. I don't know if you brothers can even hear the video or not. Revelation chapter 13, verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. And that's the system of this, the system of, the beast, okay, and then the beast itself is what America, NATO, and EU. Even though America is part of NATO, but America is like the head nation. Bring basically like that's gonna even have a voice, okay, and cause that as many as we know worship the image of the beast should be killed. Now, when you go to you look up the word killed, like I said, man, okay, when you go to the word here, apa, or separation, you see that? It says, a local separation after verbs of motion from a place, i.e. of departing, fleeing. You see, separation from a part of a whole, where of a whole some part is taken, of kind separation of one thing from another, which is union fellowship from the two is destroyed. A state of a separation that is of distance, physical or of distance of place, temporary, of distance of time, origin from place where hence anything come before is taken, original cause. But so it said from there it's going to be where you're going to have to separate yourself away from the system, and the elect are going to have to do that. That's why when you read the book of Second Ezra chapter 16 verse 40, it says be a pilgrim upon earth. All right, okay, so let's go and keep playing the video. Because I'm going to have to stop. Once this video is played, I'm going to have to maybe do part 2 to it when the rain, when the rain cools down.
Food and sustainability for farmers and consumers to.
So, he's going into it, man. Your food, everything is here.
Produce and to enhance the.
And that's what that chip is going to come with.
Value and traceability of supply chains. Don't forget travel.
And if you don't know it, okay, you fucking scoffers, look up China, social credit. The social credit based over there in China. It's the same thing that this individual is talking about. And I want to say maybe look up how UAE city Abu Dhabi people are living. Especially, the ones where the income, is by Uber driving or taxis. Go look it up. Them people, man, if you don't rate them 5 stars, they're down for the day. That's some type of fucking social credit, man. I could be driving some fucking idiot passenger, or my customer got attitude, they're nitty, fucking, dickheads, in my car, and then they're just being fucking idiots. Then I might say something to them, and guess what? They give me 1 star and complain. Guess what? I'm down for the day. There goes my payment for the week, man. All right, so let's go, man.
Mobility. You can use your digital ID to book trips and go through borders. I'm sure you'll have to have it at some point. Here you go, humanitarian response. Access services to demonstrate qualifications to work in a foreign country. So I guess borders are gone with it when it comes to work. E-commerce, there's your digital ID to shop and conduct business transactions and payments online. Here's a fun one, social media platforms. To use your digital ID for social interactions to access third-party services that rely on social media logins. So a digital ID to get online so they can track every fucking word you say. Then, of course, they'll arrest you for hate speech.
To anonymity on social media. In our countries, no one can walk the streets with a mask on their face or drive a car without a license plate. No one can send packages without showing an ID or buy a hunting weapon without giving their name. And yet, we are allowing people to roam freely on social networks without linking their profiles to a real identity. This paving the way for misinformation, hate speech, and cyber harassment, because it is facilitating the use of bots and it is allowing people to act without being held accountable for their actions. Such an anomaly cannot continue. In a democracy, citizens have the right to privacy, not to anonymity or impunity. Because with those two, social coexistence would be impossible. That is why I believe we must push forward the principle of pseudonymity as the functioning element of social media, and force all these platforms to link every user account to an European digital identity wallet. This way, citizens could use nicknames if they want, but in the case of a crime, public authorities will be able to connect those nicknames to real people and hold them responsible. Because accountability is not an obstacle to freedom of speech. It is an essential complement to it.
What we are saying, we have to create the rules for globalization. Globalization needs rules. It has to be...
And who would make those rules and who will make sure those are observed?
That's a big problem which we have in the world. We have a lack of global governance.
European digital identity wallet. This way, citizens could use nicknames if they want, but in the case of a crime, public authorities will be able to connect those nicknames to real people and hold them responsible. Because accountability is not an obstacle to freedom of speech. It is an essential complement to it.
What we are saying, we have to create the rules for globalization. Globalization...
Alright, so we're done, man. I'm just gonna keep this session right here because these storms, man, fucking, it's crazy. I mean, you brothers can hear it in the background. This shit's crazy, but I'll probably come, do part 2 just to show you how this digital ID is gonna have to, once this is ushered in, the truth will no longer come out, Yeah, the truth is no longer gonna come out because, as you heard in the video, right, which I'll probably go back and start from 3 minutes something. You can hear, come out of their mouth, so you can see what we're talking about. And I'm gonna do that lesson inside the house once the kids all go to bed. So with that, man, shalom akim, yahabashim shabakatam, and hopefully this was edified. Shalom.